respect, lady.
I don't have respect. You're ashamed of yourself. Wearing that hat and the party, that's disgusting.
People say the darndest things, but this lady gets it. It's not okay to be a Nazi, and all this Nazi shit is just way too obvious these days. After Trump won, the overlords decided to smear it all over my profiles feed. Now I get to see and know more about their karma. And it's not good. Jasmine Crockett is correct. They are less educated. It's way too obvious. It drives this slide into fascism we're seeing right now in the USA. We love all beings, so we keep trying to educate them. This is it.
And what does this have to do with the group's topic? I thought this was a non-political group. I don't think Nate Aitchen ever spoke about such issues.
You need to read and listen to more of his work.
This was never a non-political group. But what do you mean by political? That matters. Thich Nhat Hanh spent his life addressing war, inequality, environmental destruction, economic injustice, all of it. He spoke directly about governments, policies, and the suffering they create. He didn't hide in abstraction or pretend suffering was just an internal matter. That's engaged Buddhism. That's what this group is about. Your comment makes it clear you haven't read much of TNH's work, or even the description of this group, let alone our group's rules. The idea that Buddhism should be detached from the conditions that shape people's lives isn't Buddhism. It's spiritual bypassing. It's a way to avoid responsibility instead of facing suffering where it actually exists. The Buddha himself spoke against harmful rulers, unjust systems, and the structures that perpetuate suffering. They followed that same path, and so do we. So if by political you mean taking a side against suffering, then yes, we're political. If you mean challenging injustice with wisdom and compassion, then yes, we're political. But if you mean partisan bickering or empty debate, then no, that's not what we're doing here. We are following the teachings in a world that needs them. Join us. Ask me how.